Hey everybody, I'm Nate Baker, and today I'm going to talk about my top 6 favorite board games for 2 players. Number 6 is Kahuna. This is a fun little card game, and whenever you place an island card, you can put a bridge down. And whenever you have the majority of bridges connected to an island, then you put a Kahuna token down, which can score you some points. You can also remove enemy bridges. Kahuna is a really fun, elegantly designed game. Check it out. Plays in maybe 45 minutes. So that's number 6. Let's see. This is the only reason this game is number 5 is because nobody plays it with me, especially my wife. She hates it. This is called Reema, and it's hard to get on the table because it's like chess. So if you're like, hey, I got this cool game, it's like chess, then people are like, oh, I might play this other thing. But if you like chess, this game is really cool. This was made by a programmer about 10 years ago with his son, and it's got an elephant, a camel, a horse, dog, cat, and rabbit. And those are all weighted in that order, so the bigger animals can push the other ones around, and there's these pits, and the way that you capture pieces is by pushing or pulling stuff into pits, and you got to get your rabbit from one side to the other side. Number 4, let's see, this is a newer one. This is called The Fox in the Forest. This is interesting because it's a trick-taking game, so think spades, rook, but it's like only for 2 players. You can't play 3 or 4. And the way they do that is pretty cool. The way it's interesting is because every odd number is a special power. So when you play like a 3 or a 5, you can do a special thing. And the other interesting thing about it is you're not trying to get the most tricks always. You want to do good but not be greedy, or you want to do really bad or humble. So there's these target ranges where you have to get, and you got these special powers. So and the artwork is incredibly beautiful. I don't know if you can see some of that. Number 3, Lost Cities. This game is very cheap, and it's like 14, 15 bucks on Amazon, and it is a classic. I've played this like 40 times already, and the reason why it's so fun is because, why it gets played so often is because you can play a game in about 15 minutes. So, and it's always fun. So it's the perfect game when you get home from work and you're like, that sucked. How do I unwind? I'm like tired, I don't want to do anything. This is the perfect game to unwind because it's low commitment. It's also really good for kids because it's got math. So sounds boring, it's amazing. Okay, hold up, because my number 2 is a little large. Stay there. Oh yeah, okay. This is Crokinole. Looks like a large shield. It's usually not this cool looking. This is a custom built one. The idea is you lay it down, and then you have pucks. You have 8 pucks, and the idea is to score more points. So you got to shoot from your quadrant on the back line, and there's 2 modes of the game. First mode is if you got a free board and your opponent does how many pucks out. In that case, you can shoot for the middle, and if you get it in the middle, you get an instant 20. The other state of the game is if there's an opponent puck out there, you have to touch it with one of your pucks, cause one of their pucks to move for it to be a valid shot. This is 15 ring, this is 10, and this is 5. And then it's net scoring. Let's say that somebody has 30 and somebody has 20, and the person at 30 would just get 10. And then you keep playing rounds until you get to 100 typically. And that's Crokinole. Come to my house and try it first before you buy it because they're really expensive. This is my number 1. This is called Bony Tama. This is another game that's similar to chess. This is one of the pawns, and it comes with cards like this that are movement types, and it comes with an amazingly beautiful board that is kind of like a mouse pad that rolls out. The point of the game is to get your master pawn to the temple gates to the other side, the very center back row. If you get your master pawn there, you win. Or if any of your pieces kill your enemy master pawn, then you also win. So 2 paths to victory. You pick one of your moves, apply it to a piece, and then what's cool is you take that card and pass it across the board, where your enemy will be able to take that after he picks one of his cards. So there's 5 cards rotating around. Because the board's smaller and there's less to think about, it's harder to think 10 moves ahead like in chess, but you can think like 3 or 4 moves ahead. So it's the perfect length for lunch board game. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed my top 6. If you want more content, especially around 2-player games, go to Google and type in Meeple Mountain 2-player games, and there's a really cool list of all the content we have around 2-player games. You can get a lot of cool perspectives about what people are really digging. And if you're in the Nashville area, we have a monthly board game night. Check that out. And we're also opening a board game cafe soon. So stay tuned. See y'all.